all, come on in for a small chat right quick.
Yes,
Some
come
things
on
jumped off,
in.
and I want to explain some things to you. So come on in for a small chat. Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, DiamondandSilk.com, even up on Chattit. Come on in, you
Yeah.
all, because I want to explain some things to you. I'm trying to get y'all on.
While you're doing that, can I explain one thing?
Yes, you can.
With the long intro that we have,
Uh huh.
a lot of things be happening behind the scene technically.
Yes.
And so the intro allows us the opportunity to connect to all of the social media platforms, make sure everything is up and running, and make
Right.
sure the audio is right. Okay,
That's
you
right.
all make sure you all can see us,
Mm-hmm.
that the setting is right. Like
Right.
right now, this setting is not right. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna see if I can just move it. See, so y'all can see what we're doing here. See how I
Right.
just moved that to set everything up?
Right.
So that's what the long delay a lot of times is for, and the reason behind it.
Right.
We got to make sure everything is set
It's
up.
set up, right?
Yeah.
Everything is a process, you all.
Uh-huh.
So I want to jump right into it. We're not even going to do the intro. I just want to jump right into things, you all, because the president had a press briefing about vaccines, and I said, let's go on, let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
What he said, and let's sort of break down, because I know you all have questions, and then I want to address this HR 6666. The COVID-19 is called the Trace Act.
It's,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I want to address that. So that's what I want to do
mm-hmm.
today. Okay. So this is just a small chat, you all. Thank you. First of all, let me say thank you for all of your contribution for you all visiting our store, diamondandsilkstore.com, doing what you have to do to keep us doing what we do. We thank you all so very much for that. Also, be looking out for an interview with Dr. Ben Carson. We were
Yes.
able to have an exclusive interview with him on today. I don't know when that's going to air, but be looking out for it because that's going to be coming up real soon. And we had a great time doing that with him.
That's
Okay.
right. That's
All
right.
right. So let's just jump into the nitty gritty. Oh, two things. Don't forget to sign up on Chat at chatdit.com. And don't forget, if you have not pre-ordered the book that's due out in August of 2020, go to diamondandsilkbook.com to pre-order it. Okay.
That's right.
All
That's
right.
right. That's
Okay.
right.
So we got all of that out the way.
That's
okay,
right.
you all. So right before we did our interview with Ben Carson, Dr. Ben Carson, President Trump was on and he was giving a press briefing about the vaccinations.
Mm-hmm.
And we are hearing you. We even put out a poll late last night about, are you okay with being tracked and traced?
Right.
And
Right.
the majority of you said, why you didn't say hell no, so they could have punched the hell no
no
button.
instead of the no.
But a lot of people are not okay with that. 3% was okay, but out of the 3%, 2 people said they accidentally pushed the yes button, but it's actually hell no for them too. So I'm listening to the president press briefings, and he's talking about vaccines and how the military is going to be mobilized, and I think they're going to be the ones given this particular vaccines.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the feed, and people's like, oh my gosh, don't push these vaccines, don't push these vaccines. Please understand, as far as we know, and listening to the president, these vaccines are not mandatory.
That's right.
Okay? They are not mandatory. Remember one thing he said, you're going to have those that's going to want to take it. You're going to have those that's not going to want the vaccine.
Exactly.
And I think what he's doing is getting everything prepared for anyone that wants it. You'll be able to get it.
Exactly. He's lining everything up so you'll be able to get it if you want to get it.
Because what the left will do is they will take, oh my God, we don't have enough people to distribute the vaccines.
They will
they'll make up a lie.
Yeah.
And then won't nobody even be there but about 5 folks for vaccine.
Right.
But they will keep the foolishness going. So what the president, it sounds like and look like to me what he's doing is mobilizing, getting everything in order. So once they come out with their vaccine, whoever want the vaccine can get the vaccine.
Right.
But to our knowledge, as far as we know and listening to him, these vaccines are not mandatory vaccines.
That's right.
Okay?
And shame on the left for trying to enforce this on everybody. Look, if it's there, then you are entitled to go get it if you
You
choose
walk
to go
right.
get it.
I'm looking at people on the feed. They say they don't want the vaccine. No way. You don't have to get
You
the
don't have to get
vaccine.
it.
The president didn't say it was mandatory. It's
Right.
not a mandatory vaccine.
That's right.
Okay? It's not a mandatory vaccine. You get it if you want it. But if you don't want it, nobody should be coercing you or
Or
making you
making you.
get it.
That's right. And the vaccine is not a cure.
It's not cures.
Vaccines are not cures. Yes, so like somebody said, it may have saved millions of lives, but a lot of lives weren't even saved because of a vaccine. If that be the case, we wouldn't have people passing away from the flu.
The flu vaccine. And now that I'm doing my research on a lot of things,
Yeah.
even all the way down to, let me shut up. You know
And then when you come down to this track and trace.
Okay, so the HR 6666, the COVID-19 testing, reaching, and
Why
contact.
couldn't put it as like
Why couldn't it be 5678? But they had to name this HR 6666. You see what I'm talking about, Sil? Now you know that's going anything with the number 6666 in it to scare the hell out of
And they wonder why we call it the mark of the beast, or why people are calling it the mark of the beast. Duh.
Why would you put it that?
Why would you even name it that?
So let me tell you who's pushing this. Democrats in the House is pushing this HR 666 COVID-19 testing. It's called the Trace Act, you all. And they're also pushing this HR 6585. This is for data collection and disclosure on COVID-19 Act, okay? Now, the reason people are expressing their concerns is because this bill seems to specifically target underserved communities in America. It starts with them first. And we are hearing, don't know how true it is, that it may even target people that's receiving, that it may allegedly target people that's receiving benefits. All right. So here's the deal. This is what I want my Americans, my brothers and sisters, all of you all, whether you black, whether you white, whether you Hispanic, whether you Asians, all Americans to understand. This is a bill Democrats are pushing called the Trace Act. Understand, our Fourth Amendment rights protect us from being tracked and traced. So my question to you is, do you want someone like these Democrats up there pushing this bill for you to be tracked and traced, for your Fourth Amendment rights to be infringed upon? If you don't like that, what you gonna have to do is vote them out.
Vote them out.
Republicans are gonna have to take back the House so we can put a stop to this.
Right.
Because these people want to keep this going. These people truly want to fundamentally change America and change you, your lifestyle, and just have your life in a discombobulated state.
It makes me feel like they're trying to take us back to the days of slavery. Remember, the Democrat is the party that enslaved a lot of black people.
That's right.
Okay? It was the Republican Party
that wanted to keep They wanted to keep, the Democratic Party wanted to keep them enslaved.
And the Democrat Party fought to keep black people enslaved.
That's right.
But it was the Republican Party that fought to free the slaves. Okay?
So when I'm looking at tracking and tracing, it reminds, listen, didn't we say what it reminded us of?
Yes.
Back during the days of slavery, we read about it, and you can see about it when you look at Roots, how people had to have a note to go from one plantation to the other. Next. I am not for people being tracked and traced in this country like we're wild animals.
That's right.
I'm not for that.
And keep in mind that this particular bill have a lot of pages in it. And within the pages, the one thing that they're pushing is that they want to give people another $1,200 stimulus check. And then they want the child is to come up from $500 to another $1,200 for the children. So when they're pushing this money in front of your eyes, you all they're pushing out is the money. They're not pushing out the part about with you getting this money. Now, basically, you're giving us the okay to track you.
Right.
You okay for us to take and track you down. I mean, listen, how is it that they want to push tracking the American people? Why can't they put something in them so we can track them?
And my thing, well, here's the deal. This is what I think.
Yeah,
Any of the manufacturers that's making this vaccine, I think they should be partakers in what they make.
that's right.
They should take it first.
Yeah.
And also, as I was looking at the press conference, I saw Dr. Fauci.
Yes.
Right behind President Trump.
Yes.
Looking like the small mask man.
Yes.
I think he should stand in line and be partakers
the first
of what they're pushing here.
That's right.
Because he's the expert.
Uh-huh.
He's the top scientist.
Uh-huh.
He's represented 5 presidents.
Yes.
I think he should be first partaker in what he's talking about.
Masterpiece.
Yes. That's what he wants.
Masterpiece.
That's
and
what he wants.
Also, with these vaccines and all of these different medicines, do you know that a lot of these vaccines are patented?
Well, okay. Well, here's the deal. Did you know COVID-19 was also patented?
The coronavirus?
Yeah.
So the reason why I said that is because they get something called patent royalties. When different things are sold and used all over this country, you all. Patent royalties. But there is something out there called a Boyd-Doyle Act. Okay? And what this Boyd-Doyle Act allows is for scientists, whenever they're doing research and doing studies and different things, and when they discover certain things within their research, they are able to now patent it as their intellectual properties.
Whoa.
They're able to patent it.
Okay.
Then, after they patent it, they're able to get patent royalties, which is money, y'all. They're able to get paid off of that.
Do we get paid too?
But here's my question.
Come on, girl.
Here's my question.
What's your question?
Because the American people, the taxpayers, funded the research which discovered whatever they discovered, why aren't we also getting paid a part of the patent royalties? Because it was our American tax dollars that funded the research in the first place. So when you see coronavirus, the $3.7 million that went over to Wuhan, China, okay, and that research was funded, okay, and then it was also patented, all right. Remdesivir, there's other medicine and all of this other different stuff. When you're discovering all of these different medications, and then you turn around and you patent it, China patent it, if America patent it, whoever patent it, and you get a patent royalty, if it's the money, if the American people money is the one that's doing the research, why aren't we getting any money from that patent royalty? All of those millions upon billions upon trillions of dollars that's going to be made off of these vaccines, off of all of this medication, and when we really have the sun for free.
But here's the deal. I don't care. Make as much money as you want to make. You've been doing it.
Oh, well, yeah.
Here is what I think that the president should do. Make it where the law is put in place to repeal and give, these manufacturers have immunity where they can't be sued.
Where they can't be
repeal
sued.
That.
Well, yes, another
so
thing,
when you give somebody whatever you gonna give them,
that's
your
right.
vaccine.
Yep.
And if it harmed that person, they can come and sue you directly.
And sue you. Yep. Just like Governor Andrew Cuomo on March 25th. Is whenever he did that particular executive order. What's wrong?
I got to read this. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead and say
he
what you're
did that
say.
particular executive order for COVID-19 patients to be allowed into rest homes.
Right.
Okay. Then on April 1st, there was another rule put in place where you couldn't sue them for any liability. How is it that these people in higher position can put these measures in place which can harm or even kill an American, but then put another measure in place where you can't sue us if it harm
Yeah.
or even kill
because
you.
that's the BS that they've been doing.
That's right.
And we just awoken or have awakened to
it.
Top Amy said, "Why is Trump sending the army out to give us vaccines? We don't want this. Ish is not okay." I like the ish.
Okay.
I'm using that, Amy.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you,
Let
Amy.
us explain.
This. It looks like to us and sounds like to us what the president is doing is sure that there's enough vaccines, whoever want it.
Yep.
There's enough people distributing.
Yep.
If you notice, when it comes to testing, we don't have enough tests.
Yep.
We don't have enough
Everybody
tests.
complained.
Listen, everybody started complaining.
Yep.
Even though when you went to certain places, there was nobody in line wanting a test. But this is what he is doing is setting this up.
Yep.
So the left-wing media, who owns 90% of the media,
that's right,
won't be bashing the administration
and itching
and act as if they're not doing their job by the American people.
That's right.
If you want a vaccine, you can get a vaccine.
You can get it.
But if you don't want a vaccine, ain't nobody making you get one.
That's right.
So that's what I want you all to understand. That's why we came on today.
Yeah.
Because I said some people gonna get this all mixed up. I get what he's setting this up, you all.
Yeah.
He's setting
it up
cleverly so that it won't be we don't have enough vaccines. We don't have, because that's what they're going to do.
Exactly.
Listen to me, you all. It's a political game.
That's right.
It's a political game that's being played here.
And follow the money.
And if you think it's not, then something is wrong with you. You must be on cloud nine.
You have to
They did it with the testing.
Yeah.
There's not enough tests.
Yeah.
There's not enough PPE.
Ventilators.
There's not enough PPE protection.
Yeah.
All of that stuff they were doing. That I need this hospital.
I need this.
I need that. I need this many
Bring
beds.
me a ship.
And none of that stuff was used.
Was even used.
All money wasted and down the drain.
That's right.
And all the left-wing media want something to harp on.
Okay.
And so you won't have that to harp on. Okay, somebody?
Let me address this person, Tim.
Okay.
Timoth Holt.
Okay.
I think I'm saying that right.
Okay.
Said, shut up. Okay. And he's a black male. Okay. The only thing that I want to say about that is the reason why you have Diamond and Silk here continuously talking about what's going on in America, and we are including Black America in it, is because Black people are the first to get left behind.
They don't know nothing.
First to be led to the slaughter.
Ignorant. They so used to watching reality TV, wilding out, and all of that other foolishness, and you don't even know what's going on in the country until somebody come and they got to start taking your DNA samples and start sticking you with something, and now you walking around out of your mind and don't even know what happened. Tim. You shut up and listen.
And listen. Pay attention.
Something bigger is going on here.
Look at this, Timoth. Look at this, sweetheart. How is it that you've been voting for the same party for all of these years, but you're still living in a hood in shacks with rats? You're still in the same place.
What's his name? Timoth. Timoth also understand that your party, who's probably Democrat, is pushing this HR 6666 bill where they want to trace your black behind like an animal,
like a rabbit.
They want to track you. How you feel about that? What's his name? Timoth. How you feel about that?
How you feel about it?
No. I tell you what. Let's take race out of it.
Let's take the
race
out of it.
As an individual, an American.
A human being.
How do you feel about that? And then you go watch Roots, and you say it was so bad what the slave masters did. Well, look at what your slave masters are doing now.
Well, notice
because these are Democrats.
Roots, the next generation. So you still stuck in Roots. And your generation after generation still stuck right there. But you want us to shut up.
Let me tell you what you should do. You need to make sure you switch your party. And I'm not telling you to act. I'm not telling you to like Trump. I'm telling you to go vote for him.
That's right.
Because he's the only one standing between this and this foolery that these people are about to push on Americans.
That's
you all.
right.
anytime they don't want these states to open back up and they want millions of people to be out of work and millions of people to lose their livelihood. To lose their livelihood.
Their small businesses.
Let me just say this here.
Yes.
They cannot continue to print money and give to people.
No.
I don't know what the hell household y'all run. You don't run no household like that. You don't run no household like that.
That's right.
You can't take everything and put that on a credit card. That's got to be paid for.
And stop being hoodwinked.
Yes.
Stop falling for the okie doke and get your black ass out and vote for Donald J.
That's
Trump.
What you need
That's
to
what
do.
you need to do.
And stop telling your sisters to shut up when we trying to tell your behind.
Save your behind. Because you'll be the first one in line. Stick me.
That's right.
Stick
Give
me,
it to me.
And then you wonder why you can't have no children.
You better know what time it is. Now, anybody that want the vaccine, you can go out once it's available and you can get it. I'm not telling you.
It's your choice.
That you can't. It's your choice.
That's right.
But don't encroach upon my choice if I choose not to get it.
My body, my choice.
That's right.
That's right. If those people on the left have a choice to kill their babies because it's their bodies and their choice, then I have a right to keep my babies from being killed because it's my body and my choice.
Okay? I can't, trying to tell our stuff, and now we got to go off on Tim.
We got to go head on off on Tim.
Because Tim acted.
Who else on here do we got to go? Oh,
Tim need to stop acting silly.
I see love you. Okay, we love you more. We love you more.
We're trying
to save your behind.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
First one.
I hate that. You know what I hate? I hate that. This reminds me of this movie that I saw with this police officer. She had joined the force, and people in the neighborhood, they were into like drug dealing and stuff. But the cops that she worked with was also dirty, and she ended up seeing a killing. And they didn't want her to see that, and they was cutting her down. I cannot. Is it red, white, and blue? I can't remember the name of the movie. They was trying to hunt her down to get her because they didn't want her to tell what she had saw.
That's right.
So the police officers, the dirty cops, the person that the dirty cops killed, told the family that this was the police officer that had did it.
Right.
And they was all after her. She was like, it was just one of her. They was trying to beat up on her. She was trying to tell them, trying to warn them who had killed their family member. And after they had done whooped her down, she was finally. Finally, people started seeing the dirty cops for who they were. And when I look at this here, we got dirty cops in this country. When I'm not talking about our police officers. I'm talking about when it comes to the media and how things are being spent and how things are being manipulated to keep us in panic and to keep us in fear. Like a Hollywood movie being played out on national television. But guess what? Most of the media is owned by Hollywood.
And we the actors and the actresses, you all, they have pointed us as the actors and the actors. And when it comes down to these, the unemployment numbers, the unemployment being so high, you all please pay attention and understand. The unemployment wouldn't be so high if a lot of these states were up their states.
Absolutely. Somebody said, and I probably missed it, that they believe that the states will make the vaccines mandatory. This is why I'm telling you, look at the governors. Look at
who you voted in.
We have the power. We got to use our voting power now. I'm looking at governors. You want to continue to keep your state closed when you know that the COVID-19 is low. The risks are low. But you want to continue to tank the economy more by doing. These are the people that don't need to be in power. They're abusing their power and they're not used to power.
That's right.
What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to vote them out.
You got to vote them out.
That's what you're going to have to do.
You got to vote them out.
And some of this stuff encroach upon our constitutional rights. We have rights in this country. We cannot let people trample all over.
But it's really, really funny to me, Diamond.
What?
That we lock up the drug dealers.
Come on.
We locked up the drug dealers for selling drugs.
Yes, we do.
We lock up the drug users for using drugs. But when you got people that stand in the line saying we want to mandate that you get these drugs, what happens to them?
Listen, y'all.
No. Look.
You have your own mind.
You can
do what best for your body.
That's
do
right.
what's best for your
and
body.
look at who's trying to push this stuff off on you. Especially to my black brothers and sisters. Beware, you all.
Excuse me. Don't stop. We know what. We're going to stop saying to all of our brothers and sisters, whether
Well,
you white or black.
I said,
well, I'm like this here. I'm
especially to
tired
my
of black folks. If they don't want to,
yeah,
if they don't want to
they
get
don't have to.
Uh-huh.
But the reason why I emphasize, especially to my black brothers and sisters, is because we typically be the last to know, and nobody want to pay attention. You listen to these radio jockeys talk about the money that the Democrats are trying to push on you, but they won't tell you what they're trying to do underhandedly to you. And you're the last to know and to figure it out. And it's not just black people, it's all people.
That's right.
It is all people.
When I listen to me, you all, so you all know I haven't been looking at the news lately. I don't care who you are, I cannot sit and lie to the public.
Yes.
You deliberately lying and you trying to scare the public.
Yes.
And you sit there with a prune face thinking you gonna lie to us.
Yep.
So I can't watch it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yesterday when I was doing something, I said, let me turn over here and see how CNN is spinning it, because I just do not look at them. You all, it was pressing. I started feeling horrible. I was like, my nerves started feeling bad in my body. Honey, I had to go outside. And
what were they saying?
Dumb stuff.
So they made it seem like the world was coming to an end.
It was dumb. Everything was horrible. Everything was not good. Everything was not good. It's like, let me just say this here. It's even with the top scientists.
Yep.
You tell us we got to go in to flatten the curve. We give that to you. We do exactly what we are told because we are taking this serious.
Right.
We go in to flatten the curve.
Yeah.
And then you go out, talk out of both sides of your mouth.
Yeah.
And then continue to move the goalposts.
Yeah.
And the goalposts.
Yeah.
Where we can't get back out into the swing of things. And that's what's making people mad.
And then you scare people.
Right.
Now it done mutated from this to this. It done went from this to this. The virus have changed from this for this. But you got a virus steady mutating from this to this. How the hell you gonna create a vaccine if the virus keep changing?
Come on. Because now it's more changes according to the
Why
CDC.
do they really want to keep people locked in? Why do they really want to keep small business? Why do they want to really decimate the small business?
And the economy. Yeah.
Why? That's what you need to ask yourself.
And don't play. We ain't playing politics.
No, we're not.
I just want you to ask the question. Like, ask yourself,
the question.
like, use your brain. Do this feel right to you?
At first, it was flawed data. Now we have months worth of data here that we can look at.
Right.
We can look at.
And one thing that the president said, and the one thing I love what he said today: vaccine or no vaccine, we opening back up.
That's
the country.
right. We're not closing this country down.
We opening back up the country.
No.
Now here's the deal. If for those of you all that's scared, stay home.
Stay home.
And you figure out how you gonna feed yourself.
That's right.
But everybody else is ready to go back to work. When your state open up, I don't see nothing wrong with them going back to work.
Because if you don't work, you don't eat.
Somebody said, thank you, Chris. We can safely conduct businesses.
That's right.
We can safely do this.
And how is it that the big box business, like, you know,
your Costco's and the big grocery stores,
they can continue on, and you got hundreds of people going in and out of their stores throughout the minutes of the day. But then the smaller business, you only got one or two individuals coming in and out that you can take care of at a time. What's the big deal? All businesses are essential. Even
the business up there in Congress, they
right.
all at home chilling, getting a paycheck, trying to call the shots from home. Their business is essential too, because they work for the people. How the hell you work for the people and you at home standing in front of your $24,000 refrigerator eating on a box of $12 ice cream,
telling us to stay in? But you getting your money, but the ones you telling to stay in is living day to day and can't even barely eat. Can't even barely eat. This here is really disturbing, and it's another thing that's been bothering me.
What?
It's really been bothering me, Diamond. Now,
what is?
The fact that whenever it's been told to us that black people are disproportionately affected by this particular
Yes.
virus.
Yes, yes, yes.
Black people livelihood are also disproportionate as well by this virus. Why is it that whenever something happens in this country, black people seems to be the only race of people disproportionately affected by whatever's happening?
Because they are the ones that it happens to them first. See, whenever you are ignorant, and ignorant just means unlearned. It doesn't mean bad.
It doesn't
to
mean
certain
bad.
things. See, they use things to distract the mind. Reality TV, some stuff where you going off on some stuff where you fighting.
Yeah.
Liquor stores on every corner.
Yeah.
You drunk out of your mind. You smoking
you
your
distracted.
old weed.
Yeah.
They do things to keep you distracted
And deflected.
You don't know. Remember when it was Hurricane Katrina?
Yes.
And a lot of black people were caught up in that.
Yes.
Not because they didn't know, but because they just didn't pay attention. They didn't believe.
Didn't pay attention.
And look at what happened. And so somebody like Diamond and Silk.
Yeah.
Because see, if we were liberal and talking their narrative, we will be received.
Yeah.
But because we're telling you something so different than the narrative that they want you to spin,
yeah,
people just So what they do is they will take and they will have black people destroy other black people. Like, you don't want to listen to them. But I want people to understand. Anybody that they're deeming liars and conspiracy theories and pulling down their videos, something is up. Something is wrong.
Yeah.
See, why do you have to mess with people's videos and pull them down and brand them as conspiracy theorists, putting out misinformation? Why do you have to do that? 90% of the media is owned by liberals. They want only their narrative, even if their narrative is scaring the hell out of you. That's what they want.
So now that this virus is supposed to, they're saying it's mutating now where it affects the heart, it affects the liver, it affects different organs.
Right. I don't know about the liver, but it affects other things. Right.
It affects other things. Is that just within one race of people?
I have no idea. I didn't read that. I don't know if it's one race of people, and I don't want to say it's one race of people.
There's a reason why I just said what I just said. Because this virus should be colorblind.
Yeah.
Think about that. It should be colorblind. You know, when they say that you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, it's not just within one race of people. Everybody.
It is, but you can keep going there if you want to. The deal is this here. Everybody, we are all impacted by this.
We are all, that's what I'm trying to get at,
But you want me to tell you why we are all impacted?
Yes.
Because when they start pushing this BS, it's going to affect all of us. You all got to get out. You got to vote these people out.
That's why I keep going there, because I want people to understand that when you hear them say that is the black people that is disproportionately affected. No, it's all people. When you hear them say, no, now your heart can be affected, or your toe or it can be, you can turn blue, or this. We all have those same issues, is what I want people to understand.
Right.
I want everybody to be aware, because if not, then you're going to have some people here on this other side of the spectrum saying, well, it's not going to affect me, so I ain't got nothing to worry about.
We all have something to worry about, and this is what you need to worry about.
All of us.
Let me tell you what y'all need to worry about. You need to worry about who up there controlling the House, who write the legislation, and who writing this HRC, which is the Trace Act that could affect you severely, and it encroaches and infringes upon your Fourth Amendment constitutional rights.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, you can.
I love that our president said DOA.
Gonna be dead on arrival.
Yes.
Dead on arrival.
He's really fighting for we the American people.
Right.
He's not for all of this mandate and all of this different stuff, y'all. He's for our civil liberties.
Right. Yeah.
People getting back to work.
And I want people to understand that's who you need to vote for. You better vote for President Trump.
Yeah.
That's who you need to vote for. Nancy Pelosi, what she's doing is she's exploiting a crisis, you all.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing. And again, as far as we know, these vaccines are not mandatory.
They're not
and
mandatory.
It looks like what the president's doing is, okay, I'll tell you what. We're going to make sure that people going to be there to distribute the vaccine if these people want it. It ain't going to be no, oh, we don't have this, we don't have that. Y'all going to have everything that y'all say y'all want.
Right. And then you'll be able to pick and choose if you want to get it, if you don't want to get it. The only deal is don't make mandatory that everybody get it or else.
Right. And if some of these states do it, then we're gonna have to probably get the Supreme Court involved. You cannot make us pump stuff into our bodies that we don't want. If they can't find, there is no cure for coronaviruses.
Right.
Okay, this is not the only coronaviruses.
It's only immune therapies.
It's only immune
therapies.
That's right.
Different
These are only
therapy combinations. That's right.
People we have the flu shot out there. People, some people get the flu shot and still come down with the flu. So there is no magic pill, no magic cure. Okay, I want you to understand that.
Right.
But it also need to be your choice whether you get it or not.
Somebody said, Rhonda Key said, just loving your show. Keep, I guess, telling us, I will see your show. Thank you, ladies. Awesome. Vote 2020.
That's right. Vote Trump 2020.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you all looked at this here. These Democrat Congress don't care about your livelihood. They don't even care about your life. Even to put a bill, why would you write a bill 6666?
That's the strange thing. Who even, what mindset thought about even who?
I don't know.
I mean, and if it's Nancy Pelosi, she said that she's Catholic and that she's, and
they show pushing for this bill, you all. And so let me tell you something.
What about pushing vote by mail?
What
about pushing vote by mail?
That should listen. You should be able. If you can go to Costco, you can go in there to vote.
If you can line up at Lowe's 6 feet apart, you can go to the voting booth 6 feet apart and vote. Yeah.
Somebody said, MB will. Isn't that the mark of the beast? I don't know. Look it up in Revelations. You tell us.
I think it's the 36666.
But just to have something 6666.
Either way you slice or dice it is 666.
I can remove 1 6 and I'm gonna have 666.
You can go backwards with the 6.
And it's gonna still be 666.
In the middle.
666. You do the math.
That's right.
You figure it out.
Great show as
you
always.
Break it down.
Thank you, Janice.
You dissect it.
Yes.
Then put it back together. You tell us.
What that mean? Because at the end of the day, it's still 666. Y'all, what they putting on these?
I don't see how a Democrat can vote for these members of Congress. Every Democrat needs to be voted out up there in Congress, and every Democrat governor who didn't open up their states and could have opened up their states and who's pushing this shenanigans, the one in New York, the one in California, these people need to be voted out.
Yeah.
And we tweeted out something.
Yeah.
We said the invisible enemy in plain sight. There's something bigger and sinister going on here. Wake up, America. You all got to wake up.
Wake up.
Listen, I don't blame the politicians. I blame the ignorant voters who keep voting for these politicians that's putting in bills.
This stuff.
HR 6666. That's who I blame.
Putting in stuff. Now,
y'all voted for these folks. I didn't vote for them.
And the people that's putting it in, you all, they're over the house. Do you not know they can be actually putting in bills that can truly benefit we the American people?
Yeah. But they want to trace and track you.
They want to trace us. They want to track us. They want to control us.
I don't know why we buffering so much. We about to get off. We start talking about the mark of the beast. They don't want us to talk about
the beast come along.
They don't want us to talk about that. Yeah. Okay, you all. Listen, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Go to chatterchatdit.com and make sure you go ahead and subscribe there. And if you hadn't got your Diamond and Silk book, go to diamondandsilkbook.com. Make sure you look out for the Ben Carson interview. It was a great interview, you all.
Yeah.
We discussed the coronavirus pandemic and so much more. So please be looking out for that. We was just coming to chat with you about a few things.
Just coming to chat.
We got that out the way. Now,
I feel good. I got it off my chest. Got it off. I finally got it off my chest, and I think everybody finally sees Silk's point that I've been trying to make all day long. It's just, it was bothering me, y'all.
It was bothering.
It was really, truly bothering me. But I think y'all got it.
Okay. All right, you all. Listen, we was just coming to give y'all the 211. We called the 211 because it's two of us.
Wait a minute.
Where we at, girl?
And we're the ones giving it to you.
Don't forget, every day we pray at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, praying for you and our families and praying for our president. You know, I still believe prayer changes things. Listen,
I'm ready.
Okay, so we was just coming to give you the 211. We call it 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to you.
In the meantime, in between time, we will see you next time right here on Chit Chat Live. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Love y'all.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
My administration will take all necessary steps to safeguard our citizens from this threat.
Hysterical xenophobia.
Giving Americans a false sense.
Is it accurate that if these steps had not been put in place, it could have been 2 million people dead here in the United States?
Yes. No matter how hard they try to stop us, they can't. We built the greatest economy the world has ever seen, and we're going to do it again. Together, we're beating back the invisible enemy.
What the federal government did was a phenomenal accomplishment.
Through it all, the world has witnessed the unyielding resolve of our incredible American people.
Promise made, promise kept.
And I'm fighting for you, and I love doing it with everything that I have. And you know that. With the grace of God, we will win this war, and we will win this war quickly. And we will make America great again.